Hi, coaches. So there's two trends going on right now, and I want you to decide which one that you want to be on with intention. The first trend are coaches who are rising by lifting other people up. They're bringing other people with them, and that's how they're creating their success. The second trend is the much more bigger, widespread trend of coaches who are not lifting anybody up. They're not rising because they're not bringing other people with them. Decide which one you want to be a part of. I want you to bring at least 3 more people with you every month. Go for 5, but at least a minimum of 3 if you want to be part of that first trend of lifting other people up as part of your therapy and your rise by bringing other people with you. Pretty cool concept. It's harmonious, it's beautiful, it's truthful, it's organic. Now, if you're going to be part of the second trend, I really don't want you to do that because there's a reason you decided to be a Beachbody coach in the first place, right? Right. So, what I do not want you to do is to make it okay for yourself to not get at least 3 people that you bring with you, that you organically attract with you. Don't sit back and say, it's okay. I was busy this month. I had this going on. It's okay. No, don't do that because that's the second trend, the bigger trend. That's what people who are being average and mediocre. And if you're going to be average and not tap into the greatness of yourself, average thinking people don't tap into the greatness of themselves. Everybody is great. There's something great inside of all of us. But average thinking people are not tapping into that part and they can't be bothered to do it, period. So if you're going to be average and mediocre and excuse yourself and make it okay to not help at least 3 people every month, then you're going to be an average business, an average person. What that means to be average is that you're not helping anybody. You're not bringing anybody with you. You're not sharing this with anybody. You are not rising by lifting other people up. You're probably not rising at all. That's what it means to be average. Don't follow that trend. You're here because, hey, we're actually telling people the truth about what it takes to get healthy physically, financially, emotionally, spiritually, whatever it is that they need to get healthy with. We're not selling tricks and snake oil and all these false promises. We're actually telling people, hey, you've got to change on the inside. Blood, sweat, tears. You got to physically move. You got to change how you eat. And there's a lot of other companies out there that are selling things with bad ingredients that are proven to cause health problems. There's a ton of companies that are not telling you that you got to work out. You got to do something physically active. And there's no other company that I'm aware of that actually ties it all together with the nutrition, the supplements, eating, physical activity, exercise, the peer support. We're actually the only company in the world that ties everything together. And this is not something that typically appeals to lazy people. This is not something that typically appeals to people who don't want to tap into the greatness of themselves. This is something that typically doesn't appeal to people who don't want to rise by lifting others up and taking others with them. It just doesn't typically appeal to those kinds of people. So there's a reason that you're here. You saw the value in hard work, physical activity, blood, sweat, tears. You saw value in changing from the inside if you want to change the outside. You saw value in that. And not a lot of people do. A lot of people out there want a false promise that doesn't involve any lifestyle change whatsoever. And you and I both know that those are BS promises that a lot of other companies make. And we're actually telling the truth that it takes some internal work, some internal change, and some blood, sweat, and tears and changing things, right? So there's a reason that you're here. You see value in those things. Don't excuse yourself and make it okay to not bring at least 3 people with you. Stop saying you're busy. There's tons of trainings on how to more effectively manage your time. Stop saying you suck at talking to people. There's countless training videos made by people who were in the same boat as you, no matter what your problem is, who figured it out, who's willing to teach you for free. And some of them might charge a fee, but there's so much that's free. And by the way, I think it's worthwhile to invest in my education. You should too, but at least take the free stuff and figure this out, whatever it is that's holding you back. You can go to YouTube and look for anything about any area that you struggle with so that you can annihilate whatever that's inside of you that's keeping you back. Because it's never your time. It's never whatever you think it is that's keeping you back, that's external. It's not. It's something to do with your mindset. And you need to get the training so that you can overcome that stuff, okay? Sorry about that little delay. So you need to figure that out and stop excusing yourself and making it okay to not help at least 3 people every month. Because when you do that, what you're really saying is, my priority is not to make a difference. My priority is not to rise by lifting others with me. Your priority is something else. You can say your priority is to help other people all you want, but if you're not actually bringing people with you, helping at least 3 people a month, then that simply is not your priority. And there's a miscongruence between what you're thinking, maybe what you're saying, and what you're doing. And for a lot of people, the common priority, I hate to say it, but it's true, is the self-preservation of your image in the eyes of other people. People that have nothing to do with how your bills are going to be paid, which is crazy. But it's a very human nature thing to do. We put things at the top of our list of priorities, such as protecting our ego from hurting. We're shy, we're nervous, we're scared, we don't want to talk to anybody. Whatever it happens, whatever it is, there's something that's a higher priority for you than rising by lifting other people up and making a difference. So put making a difference at the top of your priority list, and whatever was there before will be just below it. And suddenly you're not going to make it okay to not bring people with you every month consistently. Suddenly it's no longer going to be okay to be dismissive about not making Success Club each and every month, which is a minimum if you bring 3 people with you. That's pretty sweet. That's how you make a difference. First, your priority has to be right. Your priority has to be to make a difference. Bring at least 3 people with you every month. You can do it. You can do it. You can learn whatever skill you need to learn. If it's time management, if it's talking to people, whatever it is, you can do it. Just don't make it okay not to do it anymore. Don't be average. Don't be mediocre. That's how you don't make a difference. You want to make a difference? Don't be average. Don't be mediocre. Stop making it okay to not bring at least 3 people with you every month. Share this with your teams. I've got tons of social media training on my website, fireyourboss.xyz, not .com.xyz. Go to my website, go to YouTube, type in whatever it is that you're looking for that you need some help with. There's lots of other people out there very smart who've been there, done that, know the way, and are going to teach it for the smart people that want to develop themselves and learn this incredible knowledge. You can do it. All right? And I'm in the trenches with you. I'm doing it too. I got my problems, believe me. I'm looking stuff up all the time and practicing what I learn, because I'm bringing people with me every month. Like at this point in time, June of 2016, I think I'm something like 70 months in a row, or whatever it is, somewhere between 70 and 80 months in a row, I forgot, of Success Club, which means I've brought a minimum of 3 people with me each and every month for somewhere between 70 and 80 months in a row consistently, and I will continue to do so, because my priority is to make a difference. I will not make it okay and be dismissive about not bringing at least 3 people with me each and every month. I'm making a difference. Take care. Stay plugged in. Make a difference. Go out there and make somebody's day.